Hey folks, it's AK from AKTech.it here, and last video I kind of did a walkthrough, but what I didn't really do was give you guys the issues that I had from Tesla when the vehicle was delivered. So that's what this video is about. I'm just going to cover all the issues with the vehicle really quickly. First and foremost was when I did the walk around, I noticed on the driver's side fender a little bit of paint here that was definitely needed to be touched up. Second, right off the bat from here was a very minor paint dust particle here, but right there, if you can tell, it's a small dust particle. Next, you can kind of notice, same thing, driver's side fog light. There is a little bit of residue from, I don't know if it was the detailing or whatever that happened at the factory, a little bit there. And as I walked around the car, passenger side fender, notice the slight gap in the trim here as well. Thankfully, the alignment of the bottom trim panel was pretty good on the front passenger side, but on the rear, we actually had some misalignment. Again, not a big deal, but it is there. Also, on the passenger side door, there was a small paint nick on the actual body panel, and this does look like it's an actual nick that will have to be touched up and wet sanded to blend in. Panel gaps for the most part were okay, but again, here's that white residue or maybe even paint from the factory on the interior of the close to the C-pillar on the passenger side. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. This is again the passenger side mirror. Definitely not flush here. There is quite a bit of gap here, but adjustable probably. Same thing here on the other side of the mirror. If you notice, the gap is there, but again, if you become this particular about any car manufacturer, you are bound to find different gaps. I think the major thing that I noticed was on the trunk, and if you kind of go down, you'll notice that there is quite a bit of a gap here, and that's where the tail light is also misaligned. No issues when the trunk closes though. Also on the charge port, again, you can see a little bit of a gap here, not really flush, but nothing that bothers me too much. And I think the last major defect on the exterior was the trim. Did have this piece right there. You know, it's a little sunny, hard to see, but definitely a scratch on the trim. For the most part, it's pretty good on the driver's side. Again, you will notice few issues with the panel gaps, but nothing major. On the interior of the car, everything was very good. The only minor things I noticed were on the actual upholstery right here on the headliner. There's a mark down here. There were a couple marks. I did get those moved out, but a few fingerprints on the back. You can kind of see they're kind of faded now, but they're still slightly there. Thankfully, no major issues on the side panels or anything like that, so we got off lucky there. And it looks like the last thing I really noticed, and this seems to be very common with several Ys, is the misalignment of the rear seat. So if I pull this up just a little bit, it will line up, but this driver's side seat goes farther back and the passenger side does not. So we're gonna show you guys here. It comes up front, and then when it locks into place, there is quite a bit of a gap here, so not lining up, but if you pull that forward, it will line up. Just this one doesn't seem to go as far back. So yeah, overall though, super happy with the delivery of the vehicle. Again, it's a new vehicle, so yes, it shouldn't have all these issues, but I think based on previous deliveries of other Teslas, this seems to be pretty good. Again, I just wanted to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you won't have these issues on your delivery. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, bell icon. Several more videos coming up, and thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.